Right, hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. This is Daft Gamer here, and I got a little update thing to tell you that well, first, as you can see in the background, there's beacons. This is part of the new update, and there's other stuff I'm going to tell you. But before I go straight into the video, I'm going to tell you I now have a brace, as in I've got a top brace, and I've got a bottom brace, like the track brace basically. So if I may sound a bit different in my videos, so yeah. But I'll just go into it, and basically there's been a new update for Minecraft. It's the new beacons and witches and bats update. And so yeah, for the beacons, this is the first one. So this is the one where you get this is the first section where it's it runs out. It's not got a big radius. It's quite a short radius. So its radius is from up to about here, which is about 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 blocks. So it's got a 16 block radius, and it will give you a speed and haste, and to get that all you have to do is you click on it, and then you can either put iron, gold, diamond or emerald into this bit, and it'll come up with a little tick. That's the same with the next one, but it will give, this time it will give you resistance and jump, and for this one it is an extra block higher, and it's a 5 by 5, and this one should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is a 7 by 7, and this gives you strength. And you just do the same thing, put there and press tick. There should be a 9 by 9. Just making sure. 9 by 9, oh it's a sheep. And what it'll do, it'll give you a secondary power, so you can choose the jump boost. Either jump boost or regeneration, and any of these. You can do like strength or another jump or even resistance. So you'll have all these different kinds. Now if we actually go into the proper bit over here, is that you now get leads, and to create the lead what you need to do is you need to get 4 string and 1 slime ball, and what that will do is create a lead, and this is how it will look in the crafting menu. So yeah, and leads, I'll show you in a minute what you can do with the donkeys and the mules and the horses. Oh, there's one over there actually. This here is coal block, so now you can put all the 9 pieces of coal that you collected into one block, making it a lot more easier to store. So it's pretty simple, 3 by 3 coal, and then it creates a coal block. Now if we move on to the next one, which is, oh no, it should be a firework. So I will show you guys how you make it. So you need a any type of dye, and then a gunpowder, which will then make a firework ball, and gunpowder, piece of paper, and a firework star, not ball, star, and it'll make a firework. Now what I'll do is I'll show you. So we'll go along to firework, and we'll create firework star, and it will give you this 3 by 3 bit. So what you'll do is you'll get your 1 piece of gunpowder, put it along to here or anywhere else really, and then you want to put your rose red, and this will work anywhere you put it. Put it there. You can put the gunpowder like here, anywhere, and then you have your firework star. Now what you want to do is you get your gunpowder and put it in the same spot as you did the last time. Yep, this is the same, it works, put it anywhere. So just put it there, and then it'll say firework rocket, but this is just a plain one. But what you want to do is you want to get your firework star, and then you want to put it in like this. And it should say firework duration, small ball, and red. And this should work if you put it anywhere like this. So yep, so we'll just get that, and we'll move this like that. So there you go, that's how you have your firework, and we'll put it down. And it gives you a little firework. And you can make different kinds by putting different dyes and putting multiple dyes to make different things. Well, And there's also a redstone block that's been added in, which is exactly the same as the coal block. You just need to get, but you need 9 redstone, and you put it in a 3x3 shape, and then it will craft you a block of redstone. I'm just going to remove this. Now for the light sensor, daylight sensor, what you want to do is you want to get 3 glass and 3 nether quartz and 3 oak wood slab, and this is the crafting recipe of how you do it there, and it will form a daylight sensor, and it looks like this. Now you want to go over this, and you're probably thinking, what is this? It's some kind of weird clay block. In fact, yes, it is kind of some weird clay block, and we'll show you what this weird clay block is. Now this clay block, well, to create your stained clay, is what you want to do is you want to get 4 pieces of clay, and then what it will do is it will form a piece of clay. And once you've done that, you want to go into a furnace with your piece of coal, and once you get 8 pieces of clay, you'll need 8 pieces of clay to make your your orange stained clay. So once it's all smelted, it will form not 1 hardened clay, but 8 different pieces of hardened clay. So then you'll put those hardened clays into a 3x3, but nothing in the center. Now you can put any dye you want into the center, and whatever dye you put in will then form like I put as orange. It will then form an orange stained clay, and it will look like this. Next one is the trapped chest. What you want to do to make the trapped chest is you want to get a tripwire hook and 1 chest, and that will form your trapped chest. And basically what it does is when you open this chest, you can have like a piece of redstone or a repeater at the back, and then you can have like a TNT or something, or a little alarm system that you can set off. Next one is a dropper, which can be useful for making automatic wheat farms and other things. What you want to do is you want to get 5 pieces of iron and 1 chest, and that will form your hopper. They're also useful in making adventure maps and other things too. Now next is the beacon. What you want to do is you want to get 5 glass, 1 nether star, which you get from the wither, and 3 obsidian, and that will create you your beacon. Now for the hay bale, is exactly the same as the redstone block and coal block. You want to get a 3x3 of weight and put them all together. It looks like that, and it'll make a hay bale. Now for this new little wee thing, TNT in a minecart, is what you want to do. It's pretty simple. All you need is a minecart and TNT, and that will give you a minecart with TNT. Now we're going to head along over to here, where there should be a witch, and the witch is a new mob. She looks quite ugly. Look at you, look at that little wart. Anyway, and I'll let her out, and oh, what's going on? Can I not? I don't know. Anyway, so is she gonna throw it? Yeah, but there, she's got a little glass, and she's gonna, nope, try that again. I'll hit her this time, and see if she's gonna do it. No, it doesn't look like she's wanting to. Well, originally what she should be doing is she should be throwing potions at you, and she will drop gunpowder. She will throw potions at you and herself, which either harm you or heal her. Now here is your donkey, and we have a mule. For these, you can only put saddles, and to do so, you just press left click them. But because I've not tamed this one, I can't. So we're just going to go to this horse that I have tamed. I'm going to left click it. And if you were to ride it like this, and like this, you can't control it. So you want to crouch to get off, or press the crouch button to get off. Now you want to crouch, left click, wrong thing, left click, anything in your hand, as long as it's not a spawn egg, and you want to get your saddle. And once you put the saddle on, your horse should look a bit like this. Then now you can walk about and control it, and yada yada. Now, what you want to do from there is, if you want to put any armor like iron, then you just left click and then you put it on this little wee section right here, and your horse will look like this. And it also is the same with gold, which I will show you. And gold looks a bit like this. And for diamond, it looks like this, which is pretty cool. In my opinion, I prefer the look of gold, but diamond is better. Also, in the new update, you can now view the damage of pickaxes, axe, diamond swords, and shovels, but you can't with a hoe because, I don't know, you just not added it. Now, another mob is bats. So, you now, I'll just break, there we go. Yeah, for swords you can't break blocks with them, I'm guessing, on creative. You want to use your hand. So if we just go into here with these bats, so these little bats, they're harmless. I don't think they drop anything, we'll find out. Nope, they don't drop anything, but they're pretty cool. You can find them in caves and sometimes in the night, I think. It just really depends on what area you're in. Now that I've basically went over everything that you can make within the update, I'm going to go and show you the new boss, which is the Wither boss. And what you want to do, as I'm just going to go over here, where I did spawn him in, and what he does is he blows up around him. Now, also another thing in the update, if you go to host options, you can now change daylight cycle, so the sun will not move, or the moon will not move. All you have to do is go into host options, so daylight cycle, see, it'll start moving, then go host options, do that, and then it will not move. Now I want to go back to host options. Now you can do keep inventory. So it's basically when your person your player dies and respawns, he will still have all the stuff in his inventory, but I'm not too sure, but I think he will still lose his XP. Now also mob spawning, if you're on easy summon, you can now change that, where that they will not randomly spawn. They can only spawn through dispensers. Well, actually, yeah, only from dispensers. Also, a new thing is the dropper, where it will not dispense things out. It will dispense out, but it will, unlike an arrow, if it was to shoot it out and damage someone, it will drop it out, which is a lot more useful if you're wanting to play it in a different way. Now, mob griefing is for sheep, creepers, anything that can destroy blocks. Sheep, for example, if they were to take a bite of the grass, they'd still do it, but the grass would still be there. As in, like, the grass block, anyway. It won't look like a plain, it won't look like a dirt block, it will look like a grass block. Also, for creepers, when they blow up, they will not cause any damage to your land, which is quite useful. Mob loot, if you disable that, mobs won't drop anything like creeper, it won't drop gunpowder. Tile drops, and I don't know what that one was. And natural regeneration will stop your player from regenerating health naturally. Now, if you were to go onto the soul sand and the wither skeleton, I'll just move this away. I will show you how to make the wither if you don't already know it, and what he does look like. So you want to get soul sand. You want to get 4 soul sand. You want to get 3 wither skeletons, and this is what happens. And your world starts to go a bit dark. And what he'll do is it'll say his name at the top saying wither, and he'll start regenerating health. And that'll blow up, destroying stuff around him. And as you can see, he's not actually attacking us, but if we were to spawn in a villager, if we can find one, here we go, a villager, put him down, he will start attacking the villagers, which is quite cool, and he also puts an effect onto them. Now, because we're in creative, he won't, or will he? No, he will. Right, if we want survival though, he would put a little wee effect onto us. I think it does blindness, something like that, I'm not too sure. But yeah guys, if you enjoyed this little video on the new update, please like, comment if you're new to my channel, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye.